Are y'all shopping the Sephora sale? What's in your cart? Let me see, girl. You know I'm nosy. Hey beauties, welcome back. It's me, Lydia Marie. Welcome back to the channel. Today, you guys, we are talking all things Sephora savings event. The Sephora holiday sale starts Friday, October 31st. So by the time you're seeing this video, it will be the first day of the sale. I'm going to give you a little sneak peek into my cart, which is surprisingly very small. And I'm also going to give you a few recommendations of some items that I think would be worth your money picking up during this holiday sale. As you know, the Sephora sale happens twice a year, once in the spring and once in the holiday season. So we're going to go over some FAQs. I'll let you know the discount amounts, when you can shop based on your tier, and again, give you a few recommendations on what I think you should consider picking up during this sale. So if you'd like to see this video, I hope that you'll keep watching. If you're new here, hey, my name is Lydia Marie. I do a lot of beauty content for women over 40, but everybody is welcome here. So consider turning on those notifications, hitting that subscribe button, and joining the beauty family. Let's go ahead and get into the details about the Sephora sale. So first and foremost, again, the sale starts on Friday, October the 31st. It goes through this year, November the 10th. I was thinking November the 11th, but November the 10th. So if you're a Rouge member, that means you get up to 20% off. That means you have spent a certain amount of money to maintain the highest status at Sephora over the year. If you are a VIB member, you can start shopping November the 4th through November the 10th. And if you're a beauty insider, you can also start shopping November the 4th through the end of the sale. And those discounts for VIB are 15% and 10% respectively for the beauty insider. If you are shopping the Sephora collection, you can shop all during the sale. So that means you can buy Sephora collection products starting October 31st, and you get 30% off across the board for Sephora collection. Now, we know we say it every year, it's the same gripe of 20% is not enough, etc. It is what it is. I don't see Sephora changing that anytime soon. So if this is not a sale that you'd like to shop because of the discount, I totally understand that. But if you're someone like me who waits for the sale to get something special, this is our time to shine. Okay, so we're going to go over some of the things I think are worth your money, especially from the Sephora collection. I replenish my Sephora collection products every time there's a sale because they're already affordable, but then that 30% on top of it, I gotta have. Also, you guys know I have been super intentional this year of shopping my stash. So my makeup purchases and things like that have diminished like almost, I would say, a good 60%. And also, I'm not in the same financial position that I was in last year. So I've been really intentional of shopping my stash, emptying out more products before I buy anything new. I still have so many products left over from the Sephora convention last year. Skincare that I'm getting in PR, so I don't really need to replenish a lot of skincare and things like that. There's one special thing that is on my list that if I don't get anything else, I will be getting this perfume, and I will put the picture right here. That is the YSL Vanilla Couture limited edition perfume. It's YSL Libre, and it's the Vanilla Couture perfume. I'm going to pull up the notes for you, but as soon as I was able to smell this perfume, I knew I had to have it. Like, I was like, I know it's limited edition. I don't care. I want it. They don't have a travel size. You guys know I am one that is going to buy a travel size of perfume, period. But this one is a limited edition perfume. It's the YSL Libre Vanilla Couture limited edition eau de parfum. And the notes caught my attention right away because it's vanilla caviar, rum absolute, and orange blossom. Now, if you know what YSL Libre smells like, to me, that's probably my signature scent. I wear that one the most. I think it's so classy. It's so grown up. It's very sexy, very feminine. And when I smelled this and I was able to wear it, I wore this perfume all day after spraying it on me. I knew I had to have it. So that's my one special item. It's kind of a birthday gift slash Sephora sale item. That is my one item that I have to have during this sale. I have a few more items in my cart, and here's what I do when I shop, right? The day of the sale, when I'm going to go in and purchase, I always go back and audit my cart, which is why I'm shopping my stash, looking around to see what I already have. For instance, I don't need any more blush. I don't need any more bronzer. And things like that. So I took a lot of that out. I think my basket, as you can see, I'll let you scroll it here. I do want to try that Edam cashmere peel. That is really good for dark spots. That's the one big skincare purchase I have. And again, just replenishing some of my Sephora collection products like the brush. I do have a Sephora collection foundation brush in the cart, which will be 30% off. The cotton pads I get every year, and things like that. So nothing too crazy. I always go and audit my basket before I hit purchase, but the things that I want, they're at the tippy top. The perfume, the Myrick setting spray, I did get a mini size of that, in the Edam cashmere peel. I think those are the biggest things that are on my list, but you can see right here, I guarantee you that most of this will not make it in my basket, but the top 3 products, they will. So let's go ahead and get into some recommendations. So first off, I'm always going to recommend the Sephora Collection Micro Smooth Powder. I'm always going to recommend this powder, especially because it's only $20 normally, but then you add the 30% off, and it's just a great powder. I have several. Again, why I'm not buying a lot, because I have 2 of them that are unopened, because when they were reformulating or changing the colors, I just had to go stock up on the ones that I know I use. So I have a one that is my skin tone. I have one that I use for bronzing, which is the shade, I think this is called Hazelnut. And yeah, this is Hazelnut. I use this as a bronzer. And then I have one that's a little bit lighter for when I want to set my under eye. I would say get at least 2, okay? Get one for a bronzer. You can use it as a powder bronzer or just as a perimeter. And get one that's your skin complexion as well. It just gives such a nice airbrush type of finish to your makeup. You can wear it under a skin tint and give it a little bit more coverage, or just set your foundation. It's just such a beautiful powder, and I think this is really good for all skin types. I started using this based on Alyssa Ashley. Do you remember the YouTuber Alyssa Ashley? And I know she has oily skin, or she had oily combination skin or what have you, but I remember taking her recommendation and getting this powder eons ago, and I never looked back. I will always recommend the Sephora Collection Micro Smooth Powder. The Sephora Collection Pro brushes, the ones with the black handle, I love these brushes. Now, they are so sturdy. Now, they are on their own expensive. So, like, if you get one brush, it'll be like $35 for one brush, plus the 30% on top. But every year for the sale, Sephora will offer a full set of their pro brushes for about $90 or so. And it's like 7 or 8 brushes. So consider that, right? You're buying one brush for $34. Or you can get a whole set for your eyes, your foundation, your powder. I think the one I had last year, it came with this powder brush, a foundation brush, concealer, highlighter, and then 3 eyeshadow brushes. So about 7 brushes for $95. And it's a whole set. This year they're coming in a canister like a pencil holder. Last year they came in a roller travel kit. But the Sephora Pro brushes are absolutely worth your coin. They hold up so well. The black handle ones now that are kind of sturdy, I think these are absolutely worth the investment for a good set of makeup brushes. So look into that if you're in the market for some brushes. If you're into eyeshadow, like I'm into eyeshadow, I'm going to suggest that you start building your own custom palette. You guys know I love a good custom palette. This is all from the Sephora collection. I don't think Sephora sells these Z palettes anymore, but you may want to check if you go into the store. I didn't see them online, but the Sephora individual shadows, this gives you an opportunity to build a palette just how you like it. So you don't have to get a 20 pan palette and only use 4 colors. You can build your palette. You can get an 8 or 6 pan. Maybe you are someone who only likes neutrals. You want 4 shades. I would suggest getting some of these custom, these small individual shadows from Sephora collection. They're normally $8. Again, they'll be 30% off. So if you get 5 or 6 shadows, you're only spending like $30 for your own custom eyeshadow palette. palette, pick out some mattes, some shimmers, etc. I just feel like a custom palette is a must-have, especially if you're someone who doesn't wear a lot of eyeshadow, you don't want a lot, or if you're someone who just really wants a specific look into these Sephora collection shadows. This is probably my favorite shade. They changed the name of it. It's now called Choco Shock, but it used to be Chocolate Excess or Choco Excess. It's such a pretty kind of like a iridescent chocolatey, like a Tootsie Roll, something like that. So pretty. So if you want to customize a palette or get your own eyeshadow and really customize it, and very affordable but very high quality shadows, consider getting the Sephora collection individual eyeshadows. Now so some products that I currently own that were a splurge, but to me absolutely worth it. And of course, we're going to talk about my good sis, Danessa Myricks. You know, she just released another Lightworks palette. I have the Lightworks 6 palette that she released last year. This one, they are pricey, but that's why you get them during the sale. And you know Danessa's quality is outstanding. I don't think I'm going to get this new one, even though I'm very interested in the neutral shade she has in there. I keep saying I'm not going to get it. I'm not going to get it. If it's limited edition, I may see if I can get it towards the end of the sale. I got to see what my coin is looking like, but I got this one last year. And if you're interested in a Danessa Myricks palette that does it all, look into the Lightworks palette, especially now during the sale, because I believe that once Danessa says it's limited edition, it's not coming back. This one never came back. They never came back. So if you want the Lightworks palette, that I think is the 7, where it has the neutrals in it, everybody has been loving it, and I have some serious FOMO. But look into your Danessa Myricks Lightworks palette during the sale. It's a perfect time to get something limited edition like this one. I love this one. I do. I love it. I love it. But I really like those neutrals that she just released. But quality, outstanding. Absolutely worth the coin. One product that I repurchase over and over again, and I actually probably should add this to the list, but I think I'm gonna wait until like Black Friday, is my Merit Glow Skin Serum. I talk about this all the time. It is such a fantastic serum. It's very, very hydrating, but I really like this under my makeup. I think it's just such a good makeup primer. It gives you the glow. It has some niacinamide in it and some great skincare ingredients in here. It gives you a nice, healthy glow. Someone that I know that has oily skin was the first, I mean like truly oily skin, she was the first person that put me onto this, and I thought, well, if it's for oily skin, it's not gonna work for me. It works great, okay? Give it a little shake. It's nice and watery, but it just gives you such a nice hydrating glow. I will always repurchase this. I know skincare is very personal, right? And it depends on your skin type, etc. But this is one of the things that I think anybody could actually use. And this is probably like my 4th bottle or so. Since I started using it a couple years ago, I haven't been able to put it down, especially under my makeup. It just makes your makeup look so yummy. It's just so gorgeous. So if you need a good glowing serum, consider this one from Merit. Put out some body care, but this is the one I want to talk about the most. This is the Necessaire The Body Cream. It's empty. I need a new one. It's literally empty, but I think this is a great hydrating body cream. It's thick, it's luxurious. My favorite thing about it is that it's unscented, right? But it just works so well in the winter time. Like, I can layer this with so many fragrances. I like this at night. When I wake up in the morning, my little dry patch on my shoulder, my elbows are still so nice, hydrating, very supple. It's just such a great body butter. It's like $48, so again, a good time to buy it during the sale. However, let me just say this, with a lot of body care products, especially those that are not exclusive to Sephora, the website, Necessaire, Fenty Body, all of those places are going to have probably a slightly bit better sale than Sephora, especially if you want to wait till like Black Friday. I know Necessaire always gives us a good holiday sale on their site. The Fenty Body collection, I would definitely get that from Fenty Beauty's website, because they're always going to drop like a 30%. You'll get a free gift, something like that. They just have better discounts to me than at Sephora. Also, they carry it at Ulta. I don't know if they carry Necessaire, but I know like the Fenty body butter I've been wanting that Fenty body butter, and I was like, I think I'm just going to wait to get it off of Fenty website. So consider that when you're buying your skincare. If it's not exclusive to Sephora, check the website of the retailer, because they may have a little better discount than the actual Sephora sale. Lastly, let's talk about the holiday value sets. To me, this is a really good time to try something new. And if you want to try something new and save a coin, consider getting it through a value set, especially the fragrance minis. I'll put the picture up here. I know there's really tiny bottles in the fragrance minis, but the best thing about it is it has a certificate inside that you can go and get the full size of this bottle of perfume that you choose from the mini collections. A lot of people don't like it. They're like, oh, it's too small, the bottles are too small. Okay, girl, it's a trial size that's meant for you to try it. It's not meant for you to, you know, display it on your dresser. But once you get it and you find the fragrance in that collection that you like, take your certificate and get a free full bottle of that perfume. I love that. Also, the value sets of like the lip kits, the Sephora gloss is one of my favorite glosses from the Sephora collection. Look, I got one right here. Sephora gloss. Those are one of my favorite glosses from the Sephora collection. They're super hydrating, very, very pigmented, and Sephora has a holiday kit with 2 of these glosses in here for you to try. Look into the value sets, especially if you're gifting. Keep one for yourself, give one to a friend, etc. The value sets and the holiday sets are a great time. Skincare value sets too, girl. Perfect time to stock up on those items. I know my recommendations list was a little bit short this year, but again, I told you guys why I am sort of kind of shopping, but not really. But if you're someone who wants to see my full list, I will have that link down below with every product that I have repurchased again. A lot of those products on this list are something that I would buy over and over again, things that I've bought in the last year. You guys know the one thing on my list other than the perfume is the Makeup by Mario foundation, the new natural finish one. That is the one foundation that I have that I said I was going to repurchase or purchase this year. So that's the makeup item, the Danessa Myricks setting spray, and my YSL perfume, and the Edam skin peel. Those are my top 4 in my list, but I will have a complete recommendations link down here if you want to browse and see some of the things that I think is worth getting during the Sephora sale. And of course, if you guys are shopping, let me know what you're getting, girl, because you know I'm nosy and I want to see, especially if you get in any of those YSL blushes or the YSL little lip kit thingies. I want to see those. I'm kind of interested in those. So let me know what you're buying during this sale. If you made it this far in the video, go ahead and give your girl a thumbs up. I truly appreciate it. Again, the Sephora sale starts on this Friday, October 31st, for those who are Rouge or shopping the Sephora collection. If you are VIB or Beauty Insider, you can start shopping on November the 4th through November the 11th. Take your time, audit your carts. You know, you can use your discount code multiple times as well. So you can use it in the store, you can use it online, you can use it the entire time of the sale. It does not expire until the end of the sale. So happy shopping, you guys. It's the most wonderful time of the year. It's holiday shopping time. Time to splurge or replenish your stash with the Sephora holiday savings event. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Let me know what your thoughts down below. Of course, everything that I mentioned will be linked. Everything is still available on Sephora.com, so everything will be linked below. Let me know what you guys are buying and tag me because I'm nosy. Happy shopping. Bye.